final of 3-1, and large in part to this man right here, Josh Klena, our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, 6 2/3, allowing just 2 hits, 1 run, 11 strikeouts, and we learned that is Josh's career high. Magnificent stuff from you today, my friend.
Thank you.
Seemed like everything was working for you out there on the mound. What did you feel was working best?
Yeah, I mean, early on, my curveball wasn't working too well, so I went to the cutter and changed up. And then, in the fourth inning, the lineup swung around. I was like, yeah, I kind of have to work on a curveball. Me and my pitching coach, we work on it a lot. And, I found it later on. It's a pitch I really needed, later in the game, and I executed it well. I mean, my catcher called a great game. We held the running game well. I mean, we put up 3 runs as well. That's all we needed today. So, I mean, it's good to win 2 in a row, get back in the win column, go to Sunday.
You mentioned that 2-game win streak you guys have and just a clean brand of baseball. You also mentioned Danny Katrupi, your catcher, and a couple of times, you guys having meetings.
Yeah.
What are those meetings like between you guys? Is it more so just getting you back on track or talking pitches? What do you guys talk about?
So for us, it's, mostly talking pitches, calming me down. I mean, he knows pretty well that it's hard to calm me down, in a situation like that. But he does a great job, controlling me, understanding my pitches well. I've done to him now a lot, throughout my last 2 years. So it's really, it's a comfort thing. We trust each other a lot back there. There's been a couple of times where, he's called a game himself, and he does a great job back there. A couple of big hits today. So we're glad to be in it together.
Well, a big win for you guys today, and 6 2/3, 1 out away from that complete game effort. But they turned to Augie Kapoor, a young reliever. You were once a young reliever for this squad. What do you see in Augie that maybe reminds you of yourself, or is just something that is a bright presence coming out of that bullpen for you?
Yeah,
guys?
I mean, the last couple of games he really proved himself on a mound. I know against West he came in a huge spot. Really proved himself, and for him it's getting comfortable, and us, as a pitching staff, working with him to get better. We all. Pick things from each other's minds. And for him, I always tell him, don't let the moment get too big. He's came in really big spots, and he does a great job. And, he's going to be a big part of this team, going down the road.
Absolutely. Well, Josh, congratulations on your effort today. 6 2/3, 11 Ks. That is well good enough for the Italian People's Bakery player of the game. You got a gift certificate there. Get yourself a free sandwich. Go ahead and celebrate with your team and get warm, my man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for taking the time, Josh Klena.